Listen up, fight fans. We're about to break down some serious training mistakes that can sabotage your boxing game. These aren't just little slip-ups, man. These are the kinds of things that can leave you stuck at a plateau, constantly getting lit up in sparring, or even worse, sidelined with an injury. We're talking about the nitty-gritty, the stuff that separates the contenders from the pretenders. So, if you're serious about leveling up your boxing, pay close attention. Alright, first up, we've got defense. You see guys in the gym, they're all about that knockout power, throwing bombs, trying to take your head off. But ask them to slip a jab, and they freeze up like a deer in headlights. That's a recipe for disaster. You can't win a fight if you're constantly getting tagged. Defense is just as important, if not more important, than offense. It's like Mike Tyson said, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. Well, if you have good defense, you're less likely to get hit in the first place. This one's huge, man. A lot of guys think more is always better when it comes to training. But pushing yourself too hard, too often, without enough rest, that's a one-way ticket to Snap City. It's like burning the candle at both ends and in the middle. You're going to burn out, get injured, or both. Remember, recovery is just as important as the workout itself. Footwork is everything in boxing. If you're flat-footed, slow, and awkward, you're an easy target. Think about it, man. How are you going to get in range to land that knockout punch if you can't even move properly? Good footwork lets you control the distance, create angles, and get in and out of range quickly. You ever see a fighter gas out in the later rounds? It's brutal. They're done, cooked. It doesn't matter how hard you can hit if you're sucking wind after the second round. Cardio is king in this sport. You gotta be able to go the distance. That means road work, sprints, high-intensity training. Get that heart rate up and keep it there. Throwing wild punches is like trying to win the lottery with random numbers. Yeah, you might get lucky once in a while, but most of the time you're just wasting your money. Accuracy and technique are way more important than raw power. Every punch should have a purpose, a target. Don't just swing for the fences, be precise, be deliberate. Listen, sparring is for learning, not for ego tripping. I've seen guys go into sparring sessions trying to take each other's heads off. That's a recipe for injuries and bad habits. Sparring should be controlled, technical. It's a chance to work on your skills, try new things, and learn from your mistakes. Chapter 7. It sounds obvious, right? Breathe. But you'd be surprised how many fighters forget to breathe properly when they're training, especially during sparring. They hold their breath when they punch, they tense up, and then they wonder why they're gassed out after 2 minutes. Proper breathing helps you stay relaxed, conserves energy, and improves your stamina. Chapter 8. Look, I get it, you're pumped to train. You want to get in there and start throwing punches. But skipping your warm-up is like driving a car without oil. You're just asking for trouble. Same goes for the cool-down. Stretching helps prevent injuries and reduces soreness. Chapter 9. Listen, power comes from technique, not the other way around. You see these guys at the gym, they load up on every punch, trying to knock the heavy bag off its chain. But their technique is sloppy, they're wasting energy, and they're not going to last. Focus on form, speed, and accuracy. The power will come. Chapter 10. Ignoring nutrition. Food is fuel. You can't train like an athlete and eat like a teenager. What you put into your body directly affects your performance in the ring. Fuel up with whole foods, lean protein, healthy fats, and complex carbs. And stay hydrated, man. Water is life. Look, strength is important in boxing, but it's not everything. You don't need to be a powerlifter to be a great boxer. In fact, being too bulky can slow you down and make you less agile. Find a balance between strength training and boxing-specific drills. You want to be strong, but you also need to be fast, explosive, and flexible. Boxing is as much a mental game as it is physical. If you're not mentally tough, if you crumble under pressure, you're done. Train your mind, visualize your success, and develop that unshakable confidence. This one's a no-brainer, folks. Always wear proper protective gear when you're sparring. Mouthguard, headgear, gloves, the works. Don't be stupid. Even a light spar can lead to injuries if you're not careful. So, there you have it. Those are some of the biggest mistakes I see fighters make in training. Listen, boxing is a tough sport. It demands discipline, dedication, and a willingness to learn and grow. But if you avoid these mistakes, you'll be well on your way to becoming a better, more complete fighter. Avoiding these mistakes will lead to faster improvement, fewer injuries, and a better overall boxing experience. Would you like tips on how to correct any specific mistake?